What game should be in the 217 Olympics?
You've been juiced.
Blow up doll race.
Name the empty storefront.
O.J. Simpson is in that car.
Roadside muscle flexing.
I think it was his idea of a joke.
The Taylorville Tater Boys. Fastest sprint from a rub and tug raid. 217 Probcast. Kyle, Josh, Andrew. And
We're here.
Josh found this, I'm sure, at the nearest Dollar General. Hard Mountain Dew, baby. Baja Blast.
God damn, we need to get sponsored.
This is like getting killed by corporate synergy right here. Taco Bell flavored Mountain Dew hard liquor. Why haven't we had like a third? Why isn't it like the liquor, like Jack Daniel's Mountain Dew Hard Baja Blast or something?
It is
It's
actually
just
also
Mountain Dew taking all the credit.
It is also pretty good. It does really taste like Baja Blast.
Ooh, it does? Really?
Yes.
Plus, most of the time you have a Baja Blast, you're f***ed up anyway. Yeah, how often do you go there sober, especially getting a Baja Blast?
3 times a week.
What's that? That could be true.
Mm-hmm.
That was me in my 20s. Mm-hmm. Every day it was Speedway. It's amazing. I had like Speedy Rewards points. If I died, that's where I would have passed down to my kids.
If it was that guy that was trying to get with old Holly, the one that was trying to, from the first podcast, was trying to invite her to the parking lot or whatever. Is it a talk? A chat?
Yeah.
Oh my God, read it.
It says, Holly, you're definitely a 10 out of 10. I totally take you to the back of a parking lot behind Taco Bell.
Asking me to remember all the way back to episode 1. This is what, episode 13 or something? 17?
maybe.
Yeah, I can't. That. I can go back to 11, maybe. We got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be talking about, especially, though, Josh, my man here, who just apparently tries to get... I don't know, there's something about your hair maybe that makes scammers want to scam you.
I just click on a lot of suspicious links and hand out my
enticing
email
to me.
a lot of questionable places.
I was trying to figure it out. Never mind. You're just like the... When you see the lure, it doesn't even have to have a worm on it.
Take it in.
Good about not handing my password out, but I'll send out my emails.
I'm good about... What do you mean you're good about it? Who just hands their password out?
So many people. You see that shit on Facebook? Can you believe... I can't believe this tragedy. She died too young. Tagging everyone in this fucking scam. Somebody handed out their password to someone that pretended to be Apple. Everyone does this.
I love back at it didn't even that 10 years ago on Facebook, people would be caught by I can't believe that if you put your social security in, highlight it and press enter.
It's just...
And you'd see people like my great aunt, God rest her soul, be like, "Oh, what? No,
protect your boomers."
Yeah. Well,
scammers are advanced.
Mm-hmm.
You what? So you tried to get scammed with somebody called you from some foreign nation, probably with an American name, I'm assuming, right?
He said his name was Jim.
I'm sure it was.
But
Jim.
The
Hey,
kicker
Jim.
of it,
He was
he
eating
said
an apple pie.
The best part of this was when I asked him, because he gave me his personal line, was what he said. And then I was like, "Oh, what's your name?" And then he's like, "Oh, my last name's Jim."
My last name's...
Yeah, that was a weird.
He was trying to be extra American.
He's
you
done
know
his
you're American
homework.
if you got 2 first names.
Yeah,
He'd been watching a lot of Will Ferrell movies. I am Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, he almost got it. He almost got it right.
What was his first name? Did he tell you what his first name was? Abdullah and Jim.
He sounded nice on the phone, especially for a scammer piece of shit.
So he called your phone randomly?
That'd be
I
nice
called
to
him.
entice you.
You called him?
I called him, baby.
Hold on, wait a minute.
There was a phone number in the email.
This is where Josh snaps
You should
taken.
have tried to get his password.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, just give me your password, and then I can get in there and make sure you're logged into my account properly.
Did you have a bad day and decide to go after some scammers?
No, I always
is
do this.
one step away from you going over to India?
No, usually I'm in the same circles of they won't even answer my number. But
What? They got me on a list.
They
What are you
did.
talking about?
They
I'm
did.
calling
Because-
them at dinner time.
Because- on
at
the
some
scam
point,
list.
at some point, I've called and be like, "Oh yeah, well, I'll definitely give you my email, or I'll definitely give you my credit card information, or you could go fuck yourself, or you could, it got to that point,
Yeah.
and then I'll try calling because it'll just come from in my email. I'll get a thing that says it's an invoice, And it says, oh, to cancel, if this isn't a proper charge or whatever, call this number. So then I'll call that number to bait them.
So most of us will just delete it. And you, however, will go. You have nothing better to do.
An opportunity.
Well, I can do this while also doing other things. So
Yeah, like seething in rage.
I'm gonna get fired up.
They're fucking getting fancy with these scams.
And then the morality point of this is, if he spends 20 minutes, if I spend 20 minutes wasting his time, that's 20 minutes he's not stealing from some little old lady.
You're like a superhero.
Yeah.
You're like a
Doing the Lord's
scam
work.
stopper.
I mean, these pieces of shit went after my grandma.
How often do you call these people?
I don't know, monthly?
They should.
It's
have
not that often.
They should have a service like that. The government-funded service.
They should.
Where
Dude, Mark Rober's
you
got
just
some
gotta
great
keep.
videos
You just
about
gotta
this.
keep the scammers busy.
Have you ever seen those?
Seen what?
Mark Rober's got some videos about, like, somehow he's a YouTuber, but he's got them on the line and then somehow hacked into their security system at their place, and
Are
it's
those
incredible.
real?
Yeah,
Are those
I feel
real?
like I have
His are
seen
real.
something like that.
I'm sure there's fake ones.
Because it looks like
His are
something,
actually real.
Because that was in a Die Hard movie. Remember when Kevin Smith's place got hacked in, and you're like, "Come on, that could really," but he really does it. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, because he's a fucking
feel like I did
super
see that
nerd who worked at
sometime or
NASA and worked at fucking Apple as an engineer and fucking did all this other shit. So he's a super smart, and then somehow got a hold of the building because there's like a legitimate business in this building, and this is like one shady floor.
That's really.
Yeah, because it's all just call centers, but
I
then
guess
they're
so.
like, oh, here's the shady one where the people that got in. He had like an inside
Floor-
man.
that's
in
why there's
there.
that floor 13 that's never on the fucking elevator.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
It's not superstition; it's just shadiness.
It's a call center full of people working to call you at 3 o'clock in the afternoon every fucking day, regardless. So,
13.
and then when you call them, you cuss them out, like you.
That's
draw 'em.
usually what it devolves into.
Usually, but what happens? It'd be great if eventually.
Well, today, I've done that enough. Where I'm like, all right.
eventually, like they got you, like just one of them. Oh, okay, you know what? You're making up some pretty good points.
I
Here.
have thought about that. I was like, oops, I accidentally gave my
Damn
credit
it.
card
Yeah.
information.
How did I give him my number?
Jim was so nice, though.
Mr.
But-
Jim.
You know, usually it devolves into cussing him out or whatever. But I'm like, this time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play the long game. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm podcasting with Kyle today. I could probably get him to call him back later.
It's hilarious to
I'll
me
be back
because
about 1:30.
yeah, you texted me like, hey, we can do this, and I go, oh, that's a great show prep from John. I didn't realize that this is just something you do in your spare time, and you're like, oh, I might as well save this for the podcast.
Comes up, yeah. Like the stars just aligned. I'm like, oh yeah, I can get content out of this.
You realize this is
Two
like
birds.
one of the eccentric hobbies of a serial killer, right? Like I wait.
Something's got to
until
prevent you from killing.
the end of the day, so I could call these people halfway across the world and
It was
scream
so
at
funny.
them.
He's like, will you be at your computer in the next few hours? Call me back. I got my personal line.
Oh, he's waiting too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is literally like 3.5 hours ago.
Okay. Well, we
I'll be
should.
right there waiting for you, baby.
Yeah, let's call him. Let's put him on speakerphone. Now here's the
Oh,
thing.
this is happening.
Yeah, yeah. Now, most of the time, by the way, it's not legal to call. And so, whenever you hear a prank call, unless it's recorded in Nevada, it's not real or it's illegal. This, however, all of that's what he's doing is illegal. Plus, he's in over there, so it doesn't matter. Your little there's your little factoid for you there, motherfuckers. Yeah. All right. I don't know why I got so filthy.
You want to lead this?
No, you can do this.
You're better at prank calls than me.
Well, no, I'll help you, but I'm there.
I'm just lobbing it up to you, big dog.
You're f***ing this horse. I'm just holding its head. Come on. Come on, put it on speakerphone. And so, because you could tell me what the whole deal was. You called him over
I
some
did
sort
tell
of.
you the whole thing.
I don't pay attention. All right, here. I'll do it.
Like 3 minutes of information.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes ago, though.
Supposed to get to my computer. He said when I get to my computer.
Okay, yeah.
Then
he
he
gonna
can walk me
remember?
through. He can walk me through how to cancel the Norton antivirus
I got
that
you.
charged me $700.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Yeah.
Fucking Norton.
Be so funny if he's like, it's 2 a.m. here. What are you doing?
Should one of us be your grandma?
503.
No, we should. Let's see.
Bobby, you got my computer.
All right, his name's Jim.
All right, Jim. Where's it coming from here?
To Norton Cancellation Department. How can I help you today?
Hey, Jim, you just you told me to give you a call back when I was around my computer so I could cancel this motherfucker up here, Jim.
Yeah. Sorry?
Yeah, Jim. Jim.
What did you just say?
I'm sorry, Jim. I'm doing the one calling. I didn't think I'd be doing all the talking. I called you, Jim, because you talked to me earlier, and I got this goddamn Norton motherfucker on my shit, and you told me if I gave you a call back, I'd be able to cancel this. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I don't half know you can have something to do with it, Jim. I've been talking to my friends, and I mean, are you fucking me, Jim? Or are you not fucking me? Honestly, if you're not fucking me, then tell me, Jim, are you fucking me here? You know what that word means, Jim? Jim, you're fucking me. Oh!
Dang it. Did he say I'm fucking you? Jesus.
That's not how I thought.
Shout
that was
out to
gonna
his
go.
honesty.
That's not how
I like how you instinctually went southern and aggressive for something.
Yeah, they went deep in quickly.
Sorry. It's,
All right. Well, we could have stretched that out a little longer,
Well, you
but
know
all
what?
right. Guess we're going to 10 already.
look, I didn't realize it. You get a little bit of Mountain Dew in me. You don't know.
Get a little fucking hard Baja.
Hold on. The good thing is, I have a phone too. Oh wait, no, it's over there. Yes, sir.
Side note, what did you get in a fight with your Red Bull over there? Fucking shooting a
Yeah,
BB gun at that
goddamn.
thing?
Yes, I grabbed it very aggressively after they charged me $4 extra.
He couldn't take it out on a telemarketer yet. He hadn't got his morning yell out.
That was actually the $4 extra I got charged for not having Shell, whatever the fuck it was.
Oh yeah, you can't keep it up
God,
with
those
all the
motherfuckers
fucking
piss me
things.
off. Hey, don't shop at Shell.
Why? What do you got against Shell?
What I just said. And they play the goddamn ads at the fucking
Oh,
the pump.
God,
they got
I
that.
hate that.
Dude,
Circle
went in
K
there
does
today,
that now.
and then lady
It's
is
so
just,
loud.
Lady is just fucking standing, like, no sense of urgency to check me out. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Just casually comes over. These said 2 for $6. And it's like, you want to be on our rewards? No, I don't. And then she's like, it rings up fucking $9.85. I'm like, it said 2 for $6. She's like, that's if you have rewards.
Jesus.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
Andrew, is there something about owning land?
God.
Because he just bought a house like very recently, and he's already a 63-year-old man.
it's
I don't know what's
fucking-
he's yelling about. Tell him you've been here 15 minutes. You've been yelling about telemarketers, about the
You're
goddamn
the one just
Circle
yelling.
K.
You're over here yelling at foreigners. What are you talking about?
I did it under comedic sensibilities.
I got 3
Jesus.
seconds of content out of that.
The fucking Circle K down here has got a goddamn camera checkout system. You ever use that thing?
Dude, it's so shitty.
You're like, here you go. And it
I'm
just
like,
scans it.
No,
This
so
is not the
weird.
technology they should be investigating.
No.
Like, we don't use barcodes anymore. Just
just set
set
it up
here,
there.
and then it doesn't work most of the
I
time.
put something up there, yeah, and it freaked it out.
Are you serious? I've never seen this.
So they have this little like empty. It looks like the bottom of like a microwave. It's just this little empty cube, and then you set your stuff on it like spaced out, and then it just rings it up. It doesn't have
Rings
to
all of
fucking
it up.
barcode or whatever. But
It's
then,
funny because they still have the attendant over there, like helping you, and I'm like, this is f***ed up.
But then it's shitty.
Yeah.
Like it's an iPhone 1. It fucking blows.
But you know what it is? It's they got the attendant there just for like the next couple weeks until
Right.
like they're getting a couple
yeah,
of
we
weeks
figured this
I've-
out. You're
I've
out of
seen
here.
it, like it's probably a year old now.
out.
And then
and
I
every time you've been in there, every week he's been closer to the
no,
door.
it's going it's going the opposite direction.
Oh, really?
It's fucking one. Last couple times it's just out of order. It just had the tape around it.
yeah,
Like,
because
we
the
tried.
attendant probably
Just fucking
unplugged
messes
it.
with it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
They
on.
need.
I'm keeping my job.
and then it's,
Jim, there's video you pissing on this yesterday.
it always needs to be correct. It
Shit.
always needs to be correct.
Driving a right on the thing. Scan that.
Yeah. I mean, that has to be, though, where we're headed. I mean, it's nobody to be shot and robbed in the middle of the night at a Circle K. I mean, think
Oh, it's
about it.
definitely where
It's not
we're
the world
headed.
I want to live in.
All this, they keep raising the minimum wage, so the companies are like, well, we're just gonna fucking. Because yeah, think about it. Even if they have some people steal, it's still cheaper than paying somebody fucking $30,000 a year. Lowe's switched over to goddamn self checkout everything basically.
We're moving back. They're moving back.
Yeah.
It's going away.
Wait, so Lowe's is now not.
Everyone's going away.
Now,
from
that's what I've seen. Yeah, is mostly they've been, at least with.
Well, Walmart, they're making you do the like be in their club or whatever to do it. essentially being their Amazon Prime.
Oh, really?
So that's what they're talking about doing.
Dude, Sam's Club, just like, they scan your receipt when you leave or whatever, and then they scan like a couple products. I don't know if you've ever shopped there, but they have
saying that. Look, I know that you're too poor to ever have a Sam's Club.
No, usually
membership.
you got to have like
You're more of a Walmart guy.
5 people in your family to make it worth it because
Oh, I
everything
know.
costs.
Yeah.
They have these like things you walk through to get out now, and they got all these fucking cameras, and it like scans your cart, and then it tells. Because I freaked him out the other day when I was doing it because I bought on 2 different tickets, one for work and one for home. And going through
2
there,
different POs.
yeah, she was like her system. She's like, something's messed up. And was like showing me this picture. I was like, that's fucking creepy, man.
Nothing better than the indignant, older, angry woman. Like, well, let me see that receipt. I don't see. Now, hold up. There's 3, not 4 Kool-Aids. Wait a minute. Never mind. I saw it 4. Well, okay. All right. Go ahead and leave.
Yeah, the trick for them is to get like the old person who's like kind of, not, that you kind of feel bad for, like, all right, just look at the receipt. And then, but like, I like the young jackass. Like, I'll just storm past that person. oh, the thing's going off. Like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm not stealing. Tackle me, motherfucker.
Wait a minute. You said that you hope that you get the young jackass.
Yeah, because that's the person I just storm past. Like, I don't give a fuck about
the older woman.
You care too much about your bullshit. But like the older nice person or whatever, you're like, all right, just look at my receipt.
I care too much about my bullshit. What do you mean? About I have too many principles?
No, it's the person like, it's just the jackass security guard who like, you care too much about this.
Oh God,
like that
guy. I thought you
person.
meant that guy. Yeah, dude, that's
Like that person. I'll just storm past. Like,
sir, come here, please, sir.
But like they get the little old lady, or like, all right, she's just doing her job. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you can get some raw old ladies. Though I had one.
I mean, she's a bitch. All bets are off. Like,
Raw
I'm going.
ladies.
But like,
I had this old woman named Mabel at a McDonald's one time. I remember me and my buddy Daniel used to skip school every day, $1 menu city, okay, and then we would get the water, quote unquote. Then yeah. Well, Mabel got angry. I don't know why. Took it upon herself one day, and she fucking put that goddamn finger in my face, started wagging it. Swear she goes, "I say you didn't put water in there," and we just started laughing. Like we pointed, we were such assholes, man.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Mabel's boss got on her about all the syrup being gone.
Yeah, that's what it was. Mabel, you got to do something about
Been
this.
selling water.
Probably is what happened.
Mabel Pip has got us over a barrel. You got to do something. Look at this. Look at this delivery driver. This is
Special door.
posted 5 days ago in Springfield. Apparently, the guy says it's from Sam's Club. He says
Sam's Club.
the instructions were to put it on his front porch, and there it is in the.
Is that why he has a blue door?
I'm glad we're not making fun of the door. I thought the door was going to be the
Sam's Club door?
Got a door where you can get a door.
Yeah. We got a couple peacocks
Does
loose.
Sam's Club deliver like that?
I think
It's got to be like the Uber Eats equivalent or whatever it is. Well, they'll go
like
grocery shop for you. Yeah.
this happened in a cartoon, and remember in the Looney Tunes when the Pepe Le Pew would be ran over, and then it would be then he'd pop up. I don't think it happened with that squirrel right there. That was in between Lincoln and Mount Pulaski.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. This is beautiful. What game should be in the 217 Olympics? Holly, if you remember her from way back in episode 1, I don't, apparently not, but she had this idea. This is hilarious. Potato throwing Taylorville style. Now, you know this story, Andrew?
She mentioned it, that someone threw a potato at a car or something.
Yeah, but I guess it happened more than once.
No, I didn't know. No, I didn't see that.
The Taylorville Tater Boys.
This shit would be hilarious to actually host these.
Oh my God! Yeah, it really would.
You know what I mean? Like if we had people like try out for them or do them.
Dundies.
Chew spit jumping at Casey's. That's fantastic. I can't tell you how many times I've seen like a mystery puddle at Casey's, and you're like, I don't know what's in that.
Driving into buildings.
Yeah, horseshoe eating contest. Name the empty storefront.
Blow up doll race. Inflate the doll.
One of the guys, said we should do like people inflate the doll, and whoever gets it all the way up first wins. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One car taking up the most parking spots. Roadside muscle flexing. That's got to be one right
Whoever
there.
gets the most fucking honks.
I can see us like having 3 judges, and one of them is Zay. One of them is like Chili Bowl Mullet Man. pothole dodging, foot pursuit, Russian roulette. That one might be more specialized to Decatur. This is my favorite. Fastest sprint from a rub and tug raid.
Oh my God.
This is the first time that we probably had the chance to talk ever since Springfield has cracked down on the whack places, on the whack shacks, man.
Oh man.
Say, this is a great massage. Would you like a release? Well, now that you asked me, why not? Open up, it's Johnny Law. Y'all are under arrest for enjoying yourself. Has this happened to you? Hello, I'm lawyer Jack Dingy. Lately, Springfield has been persecuting men of culture, connoisseurs of the lost art of exotic massage. I hate hand jobs. Well, guess what? I got myself off, and now I can get you off too. I know all the tricks. Your Honor, I mean, maybe his zipper was fucked up. I rest my case. Keep your pants open and your mouth shut. Call me and let me give you a hand.
Dude, I saw a guy out mowing the one on.
Oh, really? So that means they're open.
That one? Are you talking about like on and what is it?
So, yeah.
Yeah, that one's still. It looks like it's still there.
It's still there. I saw like it because it's just like a trailer.
Yeah.
And then, but
I've
I've
never been there. But
I've never seen anyone manicuring it or anything. But I'm like, shit, some like 50-year-old guys out here mowing this. This
sounds
is weird.
pretty dead on to
Just
me.
strange.
Maybe it changed ownerships. They're really trying to spruce it
Yeah,
up.
that could be. But this is the one where it's like this could not be more obviously
Right.
a place to
In a
get your
trailer.
penis masturbated.
Did I
Like,
t-
what the fuck is going on here?
Did I tell the story on here about the time I went to one of those here in town? I don't know if I ever did or not. I went in there and it's for my birthday.
I think you did.
I did, yeah. It was just like a table and like a box of tissues and a clock and some lotion. That was it. And like the music came from a fucking phone with Pandora ads on it.
Oh God,
I mean-
I hate that.
Oh my god.
I mean, but in the middle of you're paying for it. You
I've
know?
gotten a real massage though,
Oh,
and
yeah.
people
Customer
are
experience.
fucking playing Pandora, and you're like trying to relax,
Really?
and all of a sudden
Come
an
on.
ad comes on. It's like,
Dude.
what the fuck?
Yeah, to keep listening ad free.
It's got to be a tax write-off to fucking.
Yeah,
You
if
as
you're
a
a
business
if
owner,
you're a
you think
massage
the
therapist for
$9
sure.
You think the $9 a month would be a tax write-off?
Nah,
for
technically-
business expense?
Times is tough out here.
You got to pay ASCAP if it's used for any kind of performative blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's actually how they.
Just another tier.
Yeah, like in Kentucky, for instance, ASCAP got them like. They heard that like for instance, if you have like a bar, right, and you play the radio, you can get pop for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was such a big thing with karaoke.
That's crazy.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but you're right.
Yeah,
There was a winery in Kentucky that they have like inspectors come.
it's fucking expensive too.
They got them because somebody's cell phone went off and it played a song, and they wrote them up for that.
So that's like when they got OJ on theft.
Yes,
and not
that's
murder.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
Motherfucker. You think you can steal my shit and sell it? Don't let nobody out of here. You motherfucker. You can steal some shit. I'm just look at this shit. Get over there. You want to steal my shit?
Yeah. You mean getting his shit back? Is that what you mean? It's so funny that your girl is an OJ apologist. It's so crazy.
She loves him.
Does she like to talk? Will she get mad if we're talking about how she loves him?
Definitely.
Okay, fine.
She'll never hear this.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's just so wild because like if you bring it up in front of her, she's just
It
like
gets heated.
heated.
She just likes him, in general, or like what?
She's like she has the most nuanced thoughts on OJ Simpson that I've ever
About
seen.
why OJ like Highlander to
She like respects that.
No, he's a great murderer.
Respects that
He's
he
2
did
for 2.
pretty basically do it. She will admit to that, but it was essentially like society created.
pretty
OJ
basically
was
did it.
Kind of.
Oh, that's
It
funny.
It was.
I thought you were gonna say she just did it, but I respect the law, and the law said he didn't do it.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you
No,
what.
that's pretty much where she stands
Yeah.
on Michael Jackson. Not convicted.
I would love such a Law and Order, Yeah. Well, hey man, listen. Even the jurors afterward were like, "Oh yeah, he totally did it. Yeah, he did it." Yeah. Cato was like, "He did it."
Yeah.
OJ wrote
That's
a book.
funny.
I did it. I mean,
It's fucking
if
man.
If I did it, this is what would have happened.
That was the most bizarre I thought it was dude. I remember it's on Christmas break at my parents' house in the basement. This is my heavy weed days, and I'm watching like in Seinfeld DVDs, and then I see that, and then I'm like, this has got to be a fever dream.
Yeah.
I don't think this is real.
Yeah.
What, the Bronco chase?
No, this was when his book came out. Because it was on like E or something like that, or like that I'm like, this has got to be parody or something. Nobody is writing this book about when you get away with murder.
Yeah, except him.
If I did do it.
What also feels like if this seems like it was a sketch, but it was real. It was a show that he pitched. Remember, it was Punked, but with O.J. Simpson. And what would happen is like you'd be punked, and then out would come OJ, like, I got you. And people were like, what the f? What?
Dude,
what?
You've been juiced. This is a TV show. You have been juiced. Look into the camera.
Did you ever see the clip of him with some reporter lady where he like has a knife and like
Oh my God.
jump scares her?
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Now, like, here's the thing.
So crazy.
On one hand, I'm like, that's despicable. That
On the other hand, like that's actually the funniest thing you could have ever done.
Because what that was,
incredible.
That was OJ going, I'm a kid. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That's awesome.
I'd
It's
hang out with that
bizarre.
guy. I would
It's-
hang out with that
yeah.
guy. I'd be like, if he was like, man, I gotta win.
Not
Man,
anymore,
you
you
are
won't.
subverting expectation. Good job.
Yeah, he owned it. What if
That's
OJ?
crazy.
What if OJ just? What if after he got out, because Double Jeopardy, right? Like that Ashley Judd movie. What if he just in '95 or whatever year it was like, yeah, I did it. F- it. You know, I did it.
But it is.
We
But
go.
they
You
did.
go pussy crazy.
But they did get him on the civil case, which is weird. Because apparently it's easier to get him on civil cases than criminal. That's why how they took all his. Essentially, they got payments from him
Yeah,
because of murder, but then he wasn't. Fucking weird.
they still couldn't take his pension.
That's
though,
why how
from
they
the
took all.
NFL.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know
It's a
what?
crazy world, man.
I'm
It's a crazy
sorry.
world.
I'm sorry. Did she run all those touchdowns? Huh? Did she? What about old sunglasses boy?
What about the lady with her
didn't
head
fit.
cut off? Did she?
Yeah, she ain't running nothing now. Is she?
I don't remember her Heisman Trophy.
You think OJ picked it up and did the deal with it?
Spiked it on the ground.
He did a little dance.
It's funny that he got to keep that, but like they took Cosby's degrees away.
I thought you were going to say they took Cosby's Heisman away.
Yeah.
They took his degree away?
Yeah.
They can't
His
do that.
degree?
They can't do that.
Honorary, baby.
I was honorary.
No, they can take away real degrees too.
They cannot.
Cosby.
Yes, they can. They've done that.
They could take mine away.
mean-
Motherfucker, I fought 8 years for that 4-year degree.
If
you
you
can't take that away
if
from
you
me.
brought negativity onto the university or whatever, they can be like, nope, sorry, we're pulling it.
I've already done that.
I'd be like, I have the
You
degree.
just-
You can't take it
You
out of
just
my
haven't- You
hands.
just haven't done it on a big enough scale.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I talked about going to there the whole time. I was embarrassing my dad every fucking morning. Let's see here. Yeah, 217 Olympics. I think that we should legit do that. Look at how, man, have you seen how cicadas have sex? Look at how.
What the f***? Is that what's going on? They just back it up on each
Yeah, man, look, it's like a
They go
porn.
ass
Hey,
to
you don't got to
ass.
look at the face, right? The face ain't
Exact-
pretty.
Exactly right. Yeah, they don't give a what they look like. They-
Some humans could take some notes on that.
Look, if all I had to do to get laid was climb a tree and scream, you'd see me up there right now. Ah! Look at this, by the way. Holy shit.
Talk about revolutionary. That
Yeah.
thing's a shit.
This was at the Dollar General a couple of days ago. This looks like a truck that somebody was killed in, does it?
Yeah,
Not.
definitely.
This
And-
dude just fucking decided to take a cutter to that thing.
Well, I got the backstory on it. So
Uh-oh.
apparently, and I had to take
Apparently
this
someone
off.
was on drugs.
Well, okay, maybe, but no, I had to take this off because, actually, yeah. So I'm trying to carefully say this. The lady who said, and again, who knows if this is true, said that somebody hit her up and was like, "Hey, I would love to get that truck for parts." She goes, "All right, I'll push it to the Dollar General. I'll meet you there." Well, apparently they got too busy smoking meth, so they never showed up. Which, you know, to be honest, yeah.
You got
People
sidetracked.
that smoke meth are, timely.
Maybe they're busy procuring the meth. you
Yeah,
know?
that could be.
That
If they have the meth, they're gonna make their appointments.
well, but usually people who have meth problems they only do two things: is
meth and find meth.
find them. So they probably
Yeah.
had to find meth. I'm sorry, and I wonder why they needed the parts.
Yeah, what were they going to
Had
do
to
with
sell
those
the hood.
parts? There's not even many parts.
Is there a catalytic converter on that thing? Yeah.
Most of the parts are cut off.
I like
it
that
looks
it's got like the military Jeep vibes to me. I don't hate it.
It looks like something off Metal Gear Solid 3.
The funny thing is that thing's probably just parked outside too. There ain't no garage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
hell
getting-
no.
That seat is moist.
Reminds me of in the army now.
That movie's referenced far too often. Pauly Shore. It's one of my wife's favorite movies.
Deadly stabbing.
Yeah, this is pretty f***ed up, man. Yeah, you haven't seen her in a minute. Speaking of angry women, woman arrested for, this is sad, deadly stabbing. It's not, apparently she, I don't even know if we'll.
Apparently she can aim.
Yeah, stabbed her son. That's the scuttlebutt. That's the
Scuttlebutt.
That's the one. Yeah. Well,
Hold on. How old's her son?
I don't know.
She doesn't.
Click on the
look that
comments.
old.
Let's see here. It's
'Cause if her son's 20 that's one
said,
thing. If
"I
her
can
son's
fix
4,
her."
I'm sorry,
that's
Parker.
a different story.
Sorry, look, Parker. I can fix her. Then there's always the people. You don't judge people. Who knows what would make somebody stab our son 45? I'm not gonna say a number.
Like, this could be liable.
Look.
Okay, I'm not going to say a number here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because somebody said I do know that you can't accidentally stab your own child 6 times. let
Okay,
alone-
yeah, you can only accidentally stab once.
How many knives was she holding?
Yeah.
Maybe she
I
just
don't know,
kept
for each
falling
finger.
over.
Yeah, that's a horrific f***ing story. Jesus Christ. Well, good night, everybody. No, hold on. Let's do a couple other things before we wrap it up.
Uplifting.
Look about this. Now officers are going to be able to, this is according to the SJR, keep an eye on block parties in the city. They can find people who organize block parties. Here's my question. Where the fuck are all these block parties?
I ain't seen a block
This doesn't
party.
seem like any change.
Well, no. Apparently, the whole article.
Did you ever have a block party as a kid though? Like your block?
I mean,
We had one
had one
time.
at
It
the
was
Y,
the
but
shit.
that was it.
Or maybe I just went to one. I don't think it was actually on our block. I think I just rode my bike to it.
actually, I think I just watched a movie about
I
it.
know.
I
I think about it.
It was the shit. They had like a blow up thing, like, and that was back in the day when those were fucking expensive.
Hell yeah, like a
Like-
big castle.
And
That sounds awesome.
What else? They had like water balloons and a bunch of random shit going
went to
on.
a Chuck E.
Last summer,
Cheese.
they blocked off the whole run.
Well, now if they
This is
block,
the only one I've seen that's not like not an organization.
yeah, okay. So, but I mean, can you just do that?
I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like it was legit when I was a kid. I remember they had like legit barriers, so I feel like they probably did get some sort of permit or something.
Mhm.
or like their uncle just didn't
Yeah.
make a trailer.
What do you
Park
think they're
Boys
talking
scheme.
about? Like ghetto ones where they're doing peel outs, like
I
spinning
don't-
around.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
a-
see the
yeah,
videos
That's
of.
more of a Los Angeles thing. That's
Well,
less
hey,
of a
if-
Springfield, Illinois.
Well, tell me where that is because I want to go to
Yeah,
one
I'm
of those
trying to go to a
juvenile
block
videos
party.
out there.
And how do you identify
the
who
link.
organized it? The whole f***ing block. They're all out there.
Yeah, exactly right. I don't. Not me.
I think it was 2312 down there.
I want to go to one of these though. It sounds rad as shit though. What's the worst band that you've ever seen live? We got a whole bunch of reactions here. Hilariously, a
Worst
few people
band.
said Vince Neil by himself, the lead singer of Motley Crue. Apparently, when he came to the Illinois State Fair a few years ago, it was
He was
just,
by himself?
Oh yeah. If you notice, after that, he has not toured by himself. It's just been Motley Crue for the past
I
several
don't know
years.
who would be my worst.
Oh man, I've seen so many bands. Most of them have been great. Guns N' Roses I saw twice. The first time they got to the stage like 2.5 hours late, which is pretty crazy if you got one job and I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Mine was DMX.
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah,
I feel like the Nelly concert, was that last year? I feel like that wasn't that great. I was pretty drunk.
was that
though.
the one where he sang to the 15-year-old? Did you see that one?
Mixing him up with Drake.
No.
You mixing
was-
up your black people again?
Drake was the one that texted the 15-year-old.
He came
No,
out-
there's some videos.
Any rap concerts, they like almost always come out super late and play for like 20 minutes and then they're gone.
Well, at least he came out. You didn't even see DMX.
He didn't even come out.
Dude,
Jesus.
this was a scam. So when I was like 17, my friend hosted a German exchange student, and then she wanted to go see DMX. So she's like, "Do you know who DMX?" And this was like this is maybe a year.
I know Hot
This
in
was
Here,
like
Hot
a
in
year or
Here.
two after DMX's peak. So this is a
Right.
little
So it was like on the down.
Pretty
yeah,
heavy on the
slant.
crack by now.
But so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go. Fuck it. This was at the Orr Building at the State Fairgrounds.
Really? I don't
So
remember
it
that.
was, and then so you had to go get the tickets from Penny Lane, and then waited outside the Orr Building for like 2 hours.
And what year was this again?
This would be in 2004.
Okay, so-
maybe 2005.
So this is still one of those times where you could get tickets not online in any way.
This was-
and
yeah.
it was normal. Like go get your tickets here and then come over and.
So then wait in line outside for like an hour and a half. Get inside for like another hour, and then like people like start getting, starts becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Coming a riot.
And then
They start making DMX noise.
And then, like, they keep saying,
Everyone's
"Oh, he's
barking."
coming, he's coming, he's coming." And then, fucking, eventually, they say, "Oh, he's not gonna make it." And then, like, I'm like, "We gotta get the fuck out of here!" Like, this is turning into a fucking.
This will not be
thing.
good.
He is cracked out and back.
Yeah. Oh
And
no,
then-
he had no idea this ever happened.
Yeah, no, this was a pure scam. And then they
Oh,
said you
this
could
is
get
a
your money
scam.
back at and then like the next day or like 2 days later in like the State Journal Register, it was like an article about it.
Oh shit.
And they're like, and the guy like, because they said you could get your money back at fucking Penny Lane or wherever you got your tickets.
They
And then
faded
went
the
there,
heat.
and then they took the money and skidooted out.
Have you ever seen the scams that they do now where they'll make like a separate event like on like Facebook or something, so people go there try to buy their tickets, but it's not like actually Ticketmaster, but it looks like a legit ticket place.
No, I've not seen that.
Like I was buying tickets for
Ticketmaster.uk.
Probably
I
happened
went to Andy Frasco last night. You know him at all? He's fucking awesome. But it was out at Dannenberger. But when I was buying tickets online, it took me to some like simple ticket place, and it just was weird. I actually went and double checked. I was
Sure.
like, because I'd never heard of it, like Simple Ticket, and it was legit. But it was, I have ran into
it was
before.
legit.
But
That
that's
was
why those
legit.
work.
Okay.
But I have ran into before. I went to a Facebook thing. I don't remember what the concert was, and I was like trying to get tickets and went, and it was like, it was like $150 for tickets. I'm like, God damn, what the f-? So then I like went and searched myself and found the actual place, and this place was just, I don't know if they were reselling them or what, but it was like,
Yeah.
it was kind of like a fake looking site,
Interesting.
That's why you can never tell. We need more Ticketmaster. That's what we need. Come on, guys.
Yeah, we get something else.
That's who's gonna save us.
So at Andy Frasco last night, so this dude plays the keyboard as his big thing. He's got this big fro, and over his keyboard, he's got this big like wood box. So it's like it just looks like it looks like a piano kind of,
Yeah.
but it's not because he's got an electronic keyboard. So and he's always amped up. First time I saw him was at summer camp. Dude's jamming out. His piano pops open, starts shooting a bunch of stuff out of it, and then
That sounds pretty cool.
And then
Yeah, that
he's got a bottle of Jameson, fucking chugs it, dives out into the crowd surfing. Someone hands him a Bud Light, and he just fucking chugs the whole thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great show. But anyway, so he was coming. I was gonna check this out. So last night they're jamming out all the shit, and the whole time people are just putting drugs up on his piano on the thing. So up here, I got a picture of it. There's like a pile of mushrooms, some little red egg that I don't even know what was in there. Some girls are like sniffing poppers. I didn't even know people did that. They're fucking sniffing these
well, gay dudes do that to loosen your asshole. So
Jesus,
you can,
this was a bunch of chicks kept putting them up there.
God
There's like
damn.
a blunt, a joint. Everyone's just putting shit up there nonstop. He's got a whole pile of drugs on top of his piano.
I'm sorry. I want to party with these chicks that are running around with poppers, just in case I get boofed. Just in case. God
Jesus,
bless,
yeah.
man.
And we were up in the top at Dannenberger just because we didn't want to be down in the crowd or whatever. And it was funny because they'd put him up there, and he wasn't really doing it at all. And then they would like obviously like want it, so they'd like get back up there and take it down, and you'd see him hit it.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
I like that they didn't bring him side drugs. They brought their main drugs that they're gonna give him. They didn't bring a little alternative version.
Well, they probably already had conversation. All right, next
Yeah,
time
like,
you're here,
oh, shit.
you come out.
This was just random people in the crowd. They're just walking up there, setting shit up
That's
there.
funny.
This dude right at the beginning puts a little pile of mushrooms.
Dude, that's a lot of trust too, just to do drugs. I mean, I've done it many times, but to do drugs that somebody hands you, like, all right, stranger.
I had a year for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I think it depends.
This
I
year.
mean, they're not cutting a lot of shrooms of fentanyl. You know? Oh, well, you know, are they these fucking days?
I don't know. Never know.
God, you sound like
Fentanyl can be in stuff.
Yeah.
it could be in your Coca-Cola right now. You never know.
Never know.
Coke could maybe.
I probably wouldn't if I was a fucking artist. I'd be afraid of that shit too. Because he's doing it every night. This dude said they're on a 14 night. He had a break tonight. Tomorrow he's in Michigan. The next day he's in Wisconsin. Then another town in Wisconsin. He's got I can't imagine fucking doing that. Like they're partying up there. Jameson beer.
Oh yeah.
Like all the time. That's just intense. I
How
can't imagine
old is
being a
he?
musician.
Kyle's
I don't
like,
know.
so
I was
this
wondering
guy?
that. I was trying to think of. I was trying to guess how old he was. I mean, he's got to be like maybe 35, 36.
He's
37?
it's getting
That's
to the
pretty
point.
steep
I
to
don't-
be.
Well, that's starting to
Maybe
couldn't
I'm
do
completely
that.
wrong, but
a lot of road miles.
I could do that for a couple days, but
that'd be tough, man. I couldn't be a
Yeah.
musician. I don't think because it's like also the crowd expects it.
Oh
yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's where you back yourself
Here's
into a
all your
corner
dr-
with your
imagine-
fucking image. Yeah.
And imagine how hard it would be if you really were like trying to quit, and people are literally handing
Piling
you,
drugs
Yeah,
on
it's
you.
like
not
it's
only
like how Ron White pretend drinks on stage now.
Yeah, for real. Because you and I went and saw him,
Mm-hmm.
and he like starts off the show by saying, "Yeah, I quit drinking, but I started again." He starts drinking, and everybody go, "How did we laugh?" And that's it for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guarantee if he didn't, the whole time people be like, "Come on, Ron."
But it's this. Yeah, it's the same as the one comic from when I was working at Donnie's.
Boom,
does-
35.
Does pretend shots.
Nailed
spot
it.
on. Does pretend shots on stage.
Name names. What comedy?
This
what
was
comedian?
John.
I've heard that before.
Not
So that-
me. By the way, I've never done that.
I've heard that
Also a
that
great-
people will do that
also a
just to
great
like
comic.
kind of
But
feel like it's with it, you know?
yeah,
still.
but he also like is like 12. He did
Oh,
like
yeah.
12 shots of root beer for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that's
And
a
like
little
it
intense.
didn't really add anything to it. Oh, it was John.
Oh, it's a
fucking-
crutch.
He's a great comic. He's the dude whose wife won the lottery,
Oh,
so he
wait,
doesn't
John
have
Morgan?
to. John Morgan, yeah.
Oh yeah, I like him a lot though. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I like him, but it's
Yeah.
weird.
One of the guitarist was doing his solo
Ragin'
and
Cajun.
dove up on the top of this piano and was just laying there doing his solo while he was pouring Jameson in his mouth.
Jesus Christ. What a great lifestyle. What are you shaking
Fuck
your
that.
head at? Fuck you. Hold on. Josh, I swear to God, you bought that house. Every time I call this, I'm making a house for the horses. I gotta block it.
Gotta mow the lawn today.
Dude, it's crazy. And now
It's a lot of
Sorry, I got
responsibility.
responsibilities.
It's a lot of responsibility owning it.
yeah, it's horrible. I know. That's why I
Like,
keep on telling my wife. And
That
she's-
motherfucker's at work. You should be focused on guitaring. You don't need to be focused on getting liquor poured in your
listen to
mouth.
you. Yeah, you should be busy praying, not getting.
People paid to have a show.
Yeah, exactly.
You're supposed to be playing
the-
guitar.
you were the
You're
one
not
guy there.
supposed
Well, that's
to be
why he was
drinking
doing
right
that.
now.
That's why he was doing the solo while he was chugging Jameson.
You were the one guy there who was like, I am offended by the lack of professionalism
Yeah, it's-
right here. This is crazy.
You got a show tomorrow night too. How are those people gonna fucking feel about this when you don't have 100%? You're not hitting your notes.
We got a show next week, too. Speaking of which, hit that subscribe ski button. We're going to be here next time. Also, coming up, lots of big stuff. Interviews with Abraham Lincoln. Cats, pajamas. My goodness, if you want to go back and see all the old ones, do it right now, man. YouTube, Twitter, X, whatever the fuck it's called. Foursquare. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm Kyle. He's Josh and Andrew. That's Mike, whatever. We'll see you next time.
Hey.
We love you. Bye-bye.